Hello, animal communicators, and welcome to your weekly live and totally free power training, the place to be to up-level your animal communication work from ordinary to extraordinary. My name is Sarah Jane LeBlanc, and I am a professional animal communicator and also an animal communicator teacher, trainer, mentor, and coach. And I've been supporting people like you for 20 years, helping you elevate your work so you can be the absolute best that you can be. So today is part 2 of how to turn your animal communication dreams into your real lived reality, because after all, that's what we all want, isn't it? We want to be living our dreams and certainly making a difference in the world of animals that we desire to make, that we dream about making. So if you haven't watched part 1, go and watch that as soon as this one's finished. They're not consecutive, they do stand alone, but they are very much connected. So part 1 takes you through, it's entitled 3 Easy Steps, but I actually gave you 4 when I was live. A 4th one came in. So it's entitled 3 Easy Steps to turn your animal communication dreams into a reality. But there's actually 4 teaching steps in there for you. So definitely go and check that out if you haven't already. Very practical, and you can put into place those 4 steps as soon as you have watched that training video. So this one is part 2, and this has got a slightly different focus for how you can turn your dreams into a reality. We looked at practical steps last week. This is still a practical step, but it's a different angle. So what I want to talk about is the notion of do something different. I absolutely love Einstein's quote. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Now, I'm going to say that again because it's really, really important, because that's the hub of this training. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So how does that work with your animal communication dreams? That's what we're looking at right now. So have a think about what actions you have been taking around your animal communication work, and what actions you have been taking that align with your big dream, your big vision of what you want to do with your animal communication work and how you want to show up in the world and make your biggest difference. Have that vision of how you want to be making your biggest difference. You know it in here. You wouldn't be here watching this video if you didn't feel that at soul level. So I want you to tap into that and then look at, what have I been doing recently? Right now, what am I doing right now to align with that vision, to make that happen, to turn that into a reality? Because if you're not taking action, you're just dreaming, you're just hoping, and that doesn't work. Doesn't work. Your dreams are not going to come to you. It just doesn't happen. So there's the BS that I'm becoming quite well known for calling out. So there's the first piece. Yes, we can trust in the universe. I do all of that. I do that woo. I am that woo, but we also have to take really practical, grounded steps as well. So just waiting for the universe to bring you your animal communication dreams where you make your biggest, best difference in the world for animals, it just ain't going to happen. Sorry to disappoint you, but it's just the truth. You have to take action. So I invite you to think about, what action have you been taking? Because, and this is where we come back to Einstein, if you are doing the same thing that you've always done, and you're not doing anything different, then how can you expect a different result? How can you expect your beautiful heart and soul-filled dreams to become your reality if they're not your reality already and you're just doing the same stuff? It's not going to create the change or the difference on a practical level, but it also doesn't create that change and difference on an energetic level. And believe me, the energetic level is much more important. So you want to be doing something different from what you've already been doing. That's the piece for today's training. Do something different. Anything. Just do something different. Shake it up a bit. So if you've only ever watched free trainings like this or read books about animal communication, maybe think about enrolling in a program. Go on a low-cost paid event. Oh, and this is totally accidental. I've got one coming up. I didn't even think to plug that in here. But this is a key example of how you can do something different. I've got a free event coming up actually with a low cost ticket where you can work with me one-to-one. So that might be something different for you. If you've only ever done free challenges before, maybe this time you'll do something different, is to upgrade and get a VIP ticket where you can work with me in the room. Maybe you do something different, is that you are enrolled in a program, but it's all home study and there's nobody actually that you can reach out to or anybody to hold your hand if you get stuck. Maybe you'll do something different, is to work with somebody that can hold your hand, that can guide you and mentor you and support you as you navigate your way through your work. Maybe you're already a professional animal communicator and you're feeling a bit stuck in your work, or you just want a fresh set of eyes on what you're doing to see where you can elevate your work and be that extraordinary animal communicator that both I and the animals want you to be. So if that's where you are, maybe it's time to reach out and work with somebody like myself where I can do mentorship with you. I can look at your work and I can guide you and plug the gaps that I can see are missing in your communication consultations. So this is what I invite you to think about today. Where can you do something different? If you've never practiced before, you've never been brave enough to come into my group and put your comments down, maybe that's your do something different. Come into my free group, do my free practice, and you'll get feedback on your work. Maybe that's your do something different. Because the thing is, if we keep doing what we've always done, we're not going to get a different response. We're not going to get a different outcome. If you want a different outcome, you need to take a different action. And that's my top piece for you today. You want a different outcome, you have to take a different action. So my invitation to you now is, what is your action going to be? What is your do something different action? What is that for you? We'll call it the DSD, do something different. What is your DSD? What's that going to be? What is your do something different action that will help you absolutely start shifting that dream and that hoping of reaching your dreams and fulfilling your dreams, and we'll start to shift that energetically and practically into being your reality. So this take two, part two on turning your dreams into reality is all about taking different action. If you're not where you want to be, you need to take a different action. So have a think about, what else could you be doing? What would you not normally be brave enough to do? If it makes your tummy go, it's probably the right action, because we're out of our comfort zone. We stay in our comfort zone. This is a whole training for another time. I might do that one next week. But we stay in our comfort zone because it's safe and it's familiar and we know what's going to happen. But if we're ready for change and you're ready to make your bigger difference and you want to make your bigger difference, and I'm telling you right now, the animals want you to make your bigger difference for them. If you're ready for that, then you need to be looking at what action can you take. And if it does make you think, oh, a bit nervous about that, that scares me a bit. I've never bought a VIP ticket before. Maybe this is your time to try it. I've never posted my feedback for the animal teacher in Sarah Jane's group. Maybe this is your time to try it. I've never done a program with somebody before. I've just learned from all the free stuff. Maybe this is time to up-level your learning. You up-level your learning, you up-level your experience, you up-level your experience, you up-level your output. It's a no-brainer. So that's today. DSD, do something different. What is your different action that you can take right here, right now, that helps you have a different outcome from what you've had previously, and that will help you turn your amazing, beautiful, and very individual and unique to you animal communication dreams into your very unique lived experience of being a reality. Have a think about what you can do right here, right now. And if you want to reach out and let me know, I'd love to hear. And if you want to reach out because you need some guidance or just need to get clear on stuff, let me know that you're stuck and we can just have a chat and I can help you get clear on what you need to do. And then you go away and decide what you're going to do. That's always up to you. So don't stay stuck. Don't stay in the same humdrum. Take different action. Get a different outcome. That's all I want. It's all the animals want for you too. Until next time, happy communicating.